I have to write this down. What's about the book? Oh, my.
Hello everyone, today I'll be teaching you how to make bookmarks. We'll be using watercolors to make them, and first of all we'll be marking the edges, okay? Because as we are using watercolors, we need the bookmark to stick on the surface so that we don't get disturbed when we are painting, okay, while painting the subject. So I'm marking at 0.5 centimeter here, okay, and this is the section that will be taped using masking tape. If you have any questions, anything you want to ask, you can add that in the chat box and I can answer your questions. Anything that you want to ask related to watercolors, or bookmarks, or anything related to art. Okay. So once we have marked all the borders, now we'll start masking the surface, okay? Using the masking tape, we'll just mask it like this. Okay, so once we are done with the masking of the paper, now we'll start painting the subject. And I'm choosing a color palette for today's bookmark, and that is blue. So I'll be using these shades of blue for creating different patterns on the paper. And also for this, you will need 2 bowls of water, one for diluting the colors and the other for washing your brushes. Okay, so you can use any brush that you have. You can use any round brush. I'll be using 4-number brush for this because my brush has a very good tip, and so it is easier to paint anything with this single brush. So I'm mixing a couple of blues. You can choose yours, which one you want to mix, like which shade of blue you are willing for the painting. Using them, We'll create a leaf in blue color, just simple matte blue color. You don't need to give any shade or anything to that. Okay. And then you can create these leaves, beautiful leaves using brushwork. What you need to do is apply a bit of, like, don't apply pressure in the starting, but then gradually increase the pressure and then release it. So you will get this kind of leaves. Okay, so I don't think so. This is dry, so I'll leave this one. Once the surface is dry, then we'll add leaves. So it will look like, it has been layered. So again, we'll be adding leaves here. Like this. And now using a fine brush, I'll add some more details here, like some more different kind of leaves. Like here we had added flat leaves. Here we added like tropical leaves, and now here we'll add some different sorts of leaves. Another kind of leaf. Again, one over here. Similar leaf we'll add, like this one. Anything you want to ask, you have any questions, then you can add it in the chat box. I'll answer them. Okay. Anything related to art, you can ask anything. There's no foundation. Okay, now I guess this is dry. It is still wet. We need to wait. Okay, till the time it is drying, we can add some more leaves over here. Okay, now I guess we can add this leaf over here that we were supposed to add. And we can add the veins of this one, this leaf, this one, and this one. Anything else you want to ask? Any questions? Okay, Yash is asking why are we using masking tape to fix the paper in order to work easily or to make the designs and the canvas. See, Yash, it is used for both the things. First, if you have masking, like I'm working on a portrait right now, so it is in pencil shading, so I don't need masking tape, but I have used it on the corners to fix the surface. Okay, because I'm working on paper, it may fall or it may, due to hand movement, it may थोड़ा सा खिसक जाता है इधर उधर ऊपर नीचे. It may shift, the paper may shift. So with the paper, you can use it as for fixing the surface, fixing your paper, or you can add it. You can add like this border. You can frame your paper like this using the masking tape. And when you after you are done with the work, when you remove this, you have beautiful edges around here, which looks really good. So it acts both ways. You can use it for fixing the paper also to keep it steady, or to make this beautiful edges, get these beautiful edges while painting. Like I hope you might have seen those art where where they tape all the way in the center also, and then they paint and then they remove the tape. You might have seen that kind of art also. So it works both ways. It's up to you what you want. Why are we using blue for the leaves? Neeraji is asking. Neeraji, we are using blue just because it's a bookmark. It's kind of pattern work. Okay, so we can use red also. There is no foundation for that. We are not going for realism, so we are not. We are just collect. We just chose a color palette for our painting, whatever we are going to make for whatever bookmark. So I thought I will use different kinds of blue here. So we are using blue for the leaves. There is no specific action, like answer. It's just abstract. It's really good to answer your questions. I really like the audience that is asking questions. So thank you so much for your questions, Neeraji and Yash. Anyone, anything else you want to ask? Any questions regarding art or anything? I have created these kind of prints before also. I can show you if you want. I really like this. I like loose, like making loose florals. If you want, I can show you some. But for that, you have to comment and let me know that you want to see them or not. Your Insta handle, it's Navya Paints, @Navya Paints, no underscore, no space, nothing. I will like to invert this because this way it is easier to work. Like when you're working, if you don't find the particular angle, like it's not comfortable to you, so you can always change it. You can always rotate your surface. It's movable, right? You can rotate it according to your need. There are no rules in art. Even if there are rules, it's just for beginners. You need to, like, when you're starting with watercolors, you need some principal ideas about the medium that you're using. But once you master it, then you can definitely break those rules. Rules are meant to be broken, but not in a good way. Don't go on and go out and like you be like, okay, I'll not follow traffic lights because ma'am said to break the rules. No, I meant in a fun way. Like when we are painting, people say like watercolor is a transparent medium. So the rule is that you need to show transparency when you're working with watercolors, right? But there are people who are doing opaque using these this colors opaque, like they are using watercolors as opaque medium. So you see, there are no rules. Art is just you need to create something beautiful. No rules for that. You can add anything, like unless and until you are doing a specific course from a college or school, you're studying art, then you have to follow certain rules of the university or school. But if you're not doing, then there are no rules. Like I sometimes use white poster color or white gouache with my work. Like if I have made a mistake, I need to fix something, I use that. If I want to add something that is really very white, very good, then I use that. Okay, so I use these kind. I use mixed media. Like I made a portrait using pencil colors and dot pen. So both the things they don't align, but I used to create art. So there are no rules as such that you only have to use pencil colors if you are making a portrait, or you only have to use specific things. No, you can use anything to create art. Sure, show us your work. Okay, I'll show you. But first, we need to complete the bookmark. Okay. Okay, now anything else you want to ask? Any questions? Now we'll make these kind of leaves. Anything you want to ask anyone? Any questions related to art? I'm using Persian blue to add leaves here. Now, Persian blue is another kind of blue, but this one is dark. I have been using cobalt blue right now for other leaves. Now I'm using Persian blue because it's dark. And I need these leaves to, it should be like they are upward, up this, above this leaf and this leaf and this, like whatever they are. There are under this leaf, there are many other leaves. So I want to show that this one is above them all. So I'm using a darker color to put this forward, put this leaf forward. Color name Prussian blue, Prussian. Anyone, any questions? Anything you want to ask? Base color. See, base is white, but other leaves, like all these leaves, I have created them using cobalt blue color. These days, like I'm having my exams also, so I need to paint also. Even though I have exams, I need to paint also. So I found something that is quick to make, easy, and looks beautiful, so that I am consistent on posting on social media also. So I found my way for loose florals and these kind of prints in creating these prints, and these illustrations look really cute, like they are inconceivably beautiful. Like it's not very tough, like any one of you can paint it with a little bit of practice, and also they look beautiful, and they are made in less time, like in 15 to 20 minutes one illustration is ready. Here I'm going slow because I'm teaching also. Otherwise, in 15 to 20 minutes, one illustration is ready. It's like it's so easy. And then it all started because I got a student for my offline class. I got a student who wanted to learn illustrations. So it's like it was kind of a push up. Like I wouldn't have myself went to that because I'm like, I want to paint complex things. I'm more into painting complex subjects, something that is very difficult, very different from what people are doing. But then because someone is willing to learn this from me, and I know I can do it, I just need a little bit of practice. So yeah, I started painting that. Anyone, any questions, anything you want to ask? Okay, we can add a one leaf over here also. Anything else you all want to ask? Any questions? This is our last leaf. After this, I'll show you all my work, what I have painted, my illustrations. I'll be teaching loose florals also. So stay tuned on Pankhuri when there is a reminder for the class. Okay. Because it is those illustrations are going to be real fun. Like they look so beautiful if you paint them. And the fact that it is very easy, any one of you can paint it. So push on the reminders for Pankhuri live streams, I'll say. Subscribe to the channel so that you know what we are going to learn in the next session. Next session of mine will be at 10 o'clock in the morning. And I don't remember the date, but yeah, that is the time. So if you see a class that is scheduled 2 days from now, after 2 days from now, and it's scheduled something related to art at 10 o'clock a.m., then it's me. So yeah, join that session. It will be really fun to learn together. Okay, so now I'll remove the masking tapes because we are done with our work. Anything you guys want to ask? Any questions? Anything? See, it comes out so beautiful and easy and simple, elegant. So this is the final bookmark. Now I'll show you my work as you asked to see it. So I made a similar pattern on my diary. Like I have this diary with me that on that I experiment a lot. Like people look at what I have painted finally beautifully, but there are a lot of practice. There is a lot of practice, and you always need to practice. Okay, before painting a single beautiful picture, there is a lot of practice going on off camera that we don't see on Instagram. See, this was the one. This is the one that I finally painted. This is called acrylic, and you can find it in the market. You can also use MDF code. I suggest acrylics is good unless and until you want to use it on a easel, because light shines through it. So it is good on the table, but if I use it like this, then it's a problem. That's what we painted in today's class. Okay, so anyone, any questions, anything you want to ask? So I'll show you all more illustrations that I have painted these days. Okay, I'm sorry because I can't find them. I don't know where I kept them. But yeah, but don't worry because I'll be teaching you those florals here on the live stream, so it's not a problem. You will be learning everything here. So just subscribe to Pankhuri, click on the bell icon, and make sure that whenever we are having a live stream, you are there so that you can learn. Okay, I think we can add one more thing in this bookmark to make it look a bit more interesting, and because it's looking kind of very simple, we can add some droplets here and there. Some bigger droplets like this. Yeah, it looks better now, right? Anything else you want to ask? Thank you so much, Neeraji. Thank you, Sheetalji. Yes, it's watercolors. I painted using watercolors. I wasn't aware that you guys will be willing to see it. Otherwise, I would have kept the illustrations. But, anyways, we'll be seeing it anyhow in the next session, in the upcoming sessions. So, thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. We'll meet again for another session. Till then, bye bye.